Not bad.
Hello, folks. It's Fandango Friday. Are you ready for Fandango Friday?
And we're off. It is Fandango Friday already. Yes, the weeks fly by, and a friend, this friend of mine who is from Chicago that resides in New Orleans said that the king cake is not just one recipe. There are many varieties of king cake,
Right.
and I don't know if they all represent a specific area down there or not, but there's
They represent different ideas about how it's supposed to be made.
right, and she knew about the king, the baby, the baby Jesus being I told her I thought it was mini me, but yeah, the baby Jesus is the plastic.
Yeah, and it's all based on a story of the Magi, the wise men, the astrologers from the east.
And you named them at one time, either on my show or
Althazar, Caspiar, and Melchior.
and they were the soothsayers, the mystical men from the east, right?
Yes, and they brought three gifts. Okay, that we know of. Now, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and that's why the king cake has three colors.
Myrrh is the funeral incense, right?
Right, they were getting him ready for his burial, even as a newborn. All right, now here's the party bucket.
Yo.
Oh, thank you, Wings and Pizza. He's talking about. I did a video called. The title was "Brave Parents and Cowardly Cops." Okay, and it was about something that happened in Texas last month.
Yeah.
People liked the video, although they said it upset them, but they liked what I said. Okay,
Well,
I
I like what you said, but Whiskey Scout posted a long, very extremely opinionated tirade underneath one of my YouTube banners concerning guns and this whole situation, this whole different homicidal pandemic, and he has a right to his opinion, but whether things will come across the border and be acquired through the black market or not, something has to be done about this because we're talking about children.
Yeah, the main problem in this situation was that total negligence and malfeasance in office, or whatever you want to call it. All right, but now
Yes.
I just reached into the party bucket and look what I found.
Sambuca? No. Jose Cuervo. Especial, another very popular blue agave, very popular nationally advertised tequila.
I've never had it in my life, and it's the best-selling tequila in the world, and the company goes back to the 1700s and all
Well,
that.
there are so many tequilas that I saw in the liquor store by me. I mean, we're not even counting the small little
Independent companies like the one I was posting on your Everything is Food.
yeah, little hole in the wall family operated distilleries. We're talking about those that bottle and ship to United States liquor stores, and even there were tequilas I never heard of.
Oh yeah, there's so many, it's unreal. Well, anyway, here's Jose Cuervo. I'll look up the website in a little bit. And
Yeah,
of course, it's silver. What do you expect?
yeah, yeah. It's well, I like the idea that companies are filtering and distilling so many times. It's
Yeah.
there's always room for improvement in every walk of life. Um, yeah. So, oh, for God's sakes!
I'm waiting for my phone to ring. I'm sure it will.
I muted. I muted the notification, and I tell you, this Zuckerberg is really too much.
Let me go. I can go 10 hours. I can go 10 hours with no phone calls, but let me start doing a video and it'll start ringing, boy.
It really is aggravating. Well, it's not. It's just. I mean, of course, they don't always know you're going live.
Yeah, some
But
people do know.
yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is,
Don't.
their timing is way off. I just bought something popular. I got
Okay,
the Johnny Walker Black Label 12-year Scotch whiskey,
which I've
and
never had in my. I've never had it in my life. Look at the baby.
I put this in the. This is what I keep when I keep put the. This is a plastic bottle. Shame on you, Johnny Walker, for putting it in plastic. Should be ashamed of yourself. But anyway, I transfer it to glass so I can put it in the freezer, and then it goes on my blue thing, my frozen blue thing. But anyway, um, I I posted the website there. Age 12 years. We already know that. And oh my God, gold on black in tiny font is not easy. Let me see if the information is on here.
Yeah, I
Right?
can look it up for you. Don't worry, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I mean, the alcohol by volume is
Oh
probably
yeah, 40.
yeah. True. Masterful blend, a masterful blend of single malt and grain whiskies from across Scotland, aged for at least 12 years. The result is a timeless classic with depth and balance of flavor. Drink it with ice, neat, or in a highball. Well, I have the combination of neat and ice by placing it in the freezer for a while. So it is neat and iced at the same time, um, which I call it nice, neat
All
and
right.
nice. Highballs, they get right into the highballs. It's a blended Scotch whiskey, so I assume it will be good in a highball or maybe a whiskey sour. But I think
Let's
the
see.
red,
Let's see if I can find.
but the red is cheaper, right, than Black Label.
Yeah, yeah. The red
Yeah,
is for real big producer.
yeah, I would do the red for highballs and mixed drinks. I wouldn't really do a 12-year for that, but you could if money's no object. Got money to burn.
I'm just trying to get this website to load up, and we'll go to it. Your drinking age. I like how they put that as though that would stop an underage from clicking on it.
No, anybody could put a fake birth date or say that they're over 21. I mean,
So it's a liability thing.
kids are already accessing websites that they're not supposed to be. They're already doing it.
I recommend it. Now, okay, here it is, the Jose Cuervo Especial, and I'm going to do a screen share because, like I said, to show you the product, it's nothing to see. It's clear, silver. So we'll go to screen share here. Okie dokie. On the bottle, it's bottled at origin, meaning it's bottled in Mexico. It's made, and it's the company. It's NOM 1122. That means that's the code number for Jose Cuervo, product of Mexico. All tequila has to come from Mexico. So here it is, a history of the world's oldest tequila brand since 1758. There they are cutting the tequila.
Wow. 1750.
Jose Antonio de Cuervo y Valdez was given a writ of land ownership by King Ferdinand the Sixth to plant agave on his lands for producing tequila. So 1758. And that was the Bourbons. Remember, those kings of Spain and the kings of Spain today are from the Bourbon family. The Bourbons. So they're related to the French Bourbons. All right. There's the original crest.
Right, their coat of arms.
1795, King Carlos IV, or Charles, issued a royal decree in Spain granting Jose Maria Guadalupe Cuervo y Montana, glad his name isn't long, the first license to produce and distribute tequila. He could never have imagined that the hundreds of agave plants they were cultivating would eventually multiply to millions of plants with the passage of time. Jose Cuervo barrels made it to California from San Blas in 1852, so first export to the U.S. Okay. New distillation machinery. Well, we can't read the whole story because it's very complicated. La Rojina, founded in 1812, is the oldest active distillery in Latin America. Huh. And of course, it's won many awards. Jose Cuervo was the first tequila brand to bottle tequila individually. That's good to know. There they are making glass. I'm sure it's not made by hand today, like they're showing, but it's nice. It's a nice photo. 1940s, the margarita is more than just a girl's name. And we know about the famous margarita drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's some old bottles. Tequila gets the destination of origin. Yep. The official bottles of tequila. Okay, all right. Now let's see the products. So we're going to go to the specific product I have. And mine is a mixto. We'll explain that in a minute. There we go. Especial Silver, a true silver tequila as opposed to a fake one. Cuervo Silver is the epitome of smooth. The master distillers of La Rojena crafted this unique and balanced blend to bring out tones of agave, caramel, and fresh herbs in its flavor profile. 40% alcohol. Well, they didn't get too violent with it. They just gave a description. And there's the agave, and there's the barrels. So if people are curious, they can get on the website, and they'll show you how they make it, how they cut it. And this would be an unaged tequila. So
this one is not aged.
It's just
so
cut.
The word añejo. Añejo is not there.
It's just cut, distilled, and put in the bottle. All right. I'm sure they filtered, obviously, to get the gunk out of it. Okay. The aroma. Mild agave, which has a unique flavor. It's almost impossible to describe what agave smells like if you've never smelled it. But I sometimes say it reminds me of bell peppers.
Yeah, there's a sweetness to agave.
Now a mixto is a tequila made with at least 51% agave nectar, because that's the law. It has to be 51. But the other 49%, they allow it to be like cane sugar, for instance, cane syrup, not pure agave. But that's a common type of tequila. It's called a mixto, and it's made for mixing. All right, cheers to the taste.
Cheers.
And I'm going to get back to the comments. Peppery, mild agave, No smoke or anything. Just the pepper, the agave nectar. Then maybe there's like a vacant bit because of the filler. But yeah, it's fine. I know some people get really agitated if you say Jose Cuervo. They'll say, "Oh, that's trash. Oh, it's terrible." Mass-produced company, and all that.
Yeah, the tequila snobs.
Yeah, it's only $18 a bottle. My tequila is $246 a bottle, and I had to wait in line.
Yeah, I know people. I know people like that who always quote what they pay for everything.
I do that too, but just to tell people as a point of reference, and if I got a good deal, not to show off like, yeah, I got an email and I went over to Robles liquor store. I had to wait in line for 2 hours to get it.
So you're trying to do Thurston Howell III, the pretentious, wealthy snob. But I like when you quote prices of your bargains.
Of course, there are only 31 tequilas of this type available in the world, and I was able to get one. So I would like to share it with you, but I would not be able to do that at this time. They're not going to. Yeah.
My late uncle took me to a lunch buffet at a yacht club in the Florida Keys, and there were people dressed like Thurston Howell there.
Yeah. We have one here. It's called the Southern Yacht Club in New Orleans, and I don't think I'd fit in.
No, I don't fit in either.
I like this product. I'm not going to get on here and talk about how elaborate it is. It's so unbelievably complex. Well, we just looked at a website. They didn't make any statements to that effect. They just said, it's nice. So that's what I'll say. It's nice. You can climb the ladder with Jose Cuervo. You've got the inexpensive ones like this with the company, but then they do produce anniversary editions, 25-year age Jose Cuervo, and it is $400 a bottle. But I don't think I'll be featuring that one here. Okay, so I'm very pleased, and then we'll go to James, and I'll go to the screen share, and I will put the comments, y'all. Don't worry, I'm going to do it. But it's a switchboard that I have to run here, you see.
Just tell them in order to continue the good work that you do, you need a tithe. You need people to tithe.
Right. Hey, you know what? I make y'all a promise. If everybody who watches starts sending me 10% of their income, the gross.
Like Mr. Copeland says, God told him he needs more than one private jet in order to spread the word. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if people send me 10% of their gross income, I will definitely put out some extra videos each week. Okay. But
okay, here we go. In order to do the good work that we do on Fandango, all right. Let me see here. Smell. A bold scent of fruits with a touch of sweet vanilla. Really? Well, the vanilla I get. I don't know about fruits. Taste creamy toffee, sweet fruit, and spice roll over the tongue. I'm reading the website.
I'm going right there now.
Well, it has to roll.
Okay.
It has to roll all over my tongue because it's liquid. You know what?
Right. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to swallow it.
Right. Spice, I get. Toffee, I get. Sweet fruit, I just don't get it. Finish.
How about
a warming, smoky finish? Well, it has to be. It's Scotch whiskey. Well,
not all Scotch. Yeah, but a lot of Scotch whiskeys don't have any smokiness. I've got some here. If you live close to me, I would say try these, and you'd be amazed. You'd say there's no smoke at all in these.
Johnny and
all right,
Ginger.
Here's some of the.
Elderflower, really? Elderberries are sold as a antiviral remedy.
Well,
Johnny
there
and
you go.
Lamb.
They're showing cocktails to make with the highballs. They're showing highballs you can make with the doggone 12-year.
I never had a highball, but I've had a whiskey sour, and they're very tasty, especially if they're like frozen kind of. But anyway, um, Ronnie S told me he's going to join. Where is the Ronnie S? He's nowhere to be found. Anyway, it is typical quality that you would find in the Johnny Walker product. Excuse me. For a 12-year-old Scotch, it's pretty damn good. All right, I like it.
Grade years ago, and so I think his whole life he's been kind of sickly in a way, but he is 78, so he's still doing things, but anyway, there's Johnny Walker Black Label. Now I'll give you a little bit of information about this product. It
Sure.
was not originally called Johnny Walker Black Label. I like how the website shows the whiskey sloshing back and forth.
Yeah, they're sloshing. Yeah, they got motion going on. GIF with their GIF animation.
When this 12-year-old whiskey was introduced in 1867, it was called Old Highland 12-year-old.
Old Highland, the company, the brand.
John Walker and Sons Old Highland Scotch, and they had John Walker and Sons, and the 12-year-old, and the Old Highland was the regular one. And then in 1909, they rebranded it as Johnny Walker Red Label and Johnny Walker Black Label. Yes.
Well, I do. They're actually correct about the smoky finish, without a doubt. But the fruit, no. The vanilla, yes. Hey, Bart. Happy Friday to everybody.
Hello, Zach and Bart.
I have a sack of jumbo shrimp fried in a coconut tempura batter that I am going to warm up, and I have for my dinner, and I have a dipping cocktail sauce and tartar sauce. But it has nothing to do. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the tartar behind your teeth. It's not.
No.
They don't make it.
No.
Gravitate towards? What does he gravitate?
It's hard to say, Friar Tuck. It's hard to say because I like the bourbon, I like the tequila, I like the Scotch, I like the cream liqueurs. I guess if it's liqueurs, maybe the ones made with the cream, those are really good. If you can find it, buy Cabo Tequila. Sammy Hagar would approve as would Rock and Roll. Yeah, he's the guy behind the Cabo, and just like Margaritaville Tequila is from Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, I can get Cabo. Salsa, I have salsa. Jughead. Hey, Jughead in Mississippi. I have salsa.
Hornitos. Patron, Hornitos.
I have a bottle of Hornitos, and Walmart had a $26 bottle on sale for $13.
Well, Ronald is a variety is the spice of life kind of guy.
Yes.
And, he likes diversity as far as he likes diversity when it comes to food and beverages.
Oh no, Ronald, we're not going to talk about.
You're talking about the Plain Truth magazine with his son that he fired, Garner Ted Armstrong. He fired him because he was messing around with things.
The world today. All right.
The world today, the world tomorrow, whatever it was in Oklahoma. The Plain Truth magazine.
Yeah.
The rambunctious Ronald Terrio magazine will be coming out. Its first edition will be coming out. So don't forget to give a good donation if you want a subscription. I never had a
Highball,
high.
well, highball's made in those tall glasses, and they have that stir. And I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I don't know anything about cocktails. Okay. I
my
don't know anything
show
about
is
cocktails or
my
highballs.
my show, Ronald Sutton, is open to any topic after 4 p.m. On Sunday. Not this one. Garner Ted Armstrong. Yeah, the son of Herbert W. Armstrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. But he challenged organized religion and the mistakes they made. Uh, he
Yes.
was
Very
a
bizarre.
pioneer. He didn't nag people for money. He
No,
just
he never
promoted.
he never nagged people for money. He just had bizarre ideas.
Not as bizarre as Marshall Applewhite of Heaven's Gate.
No. All right. Well, let's say, okay, this tequila. You know, when I was buying the little minis to put in the party bucket, I grabbed this intentionally. I said, well, it's cheap. And I said, I've never had it in my life. I've heard about Jose Cuervo since I was little, but I never tried it. And I'm pleased with it. Is it going to change your life? No. But if you see a bottle for whatever they sell at $18, yeah, it's probably worth it. So I don't see why there's all this hatred of it. But like James was saying, a lot of that hatred is coming from people with a certain attitude. They'll say how bad it is. How can it be the #1 selling tequila in the world with people are all drinking it and saying, oh, this is terrible, let me get another bottle? It's like Johnny Walker Red Label is the #1 selling whiskey in the world. So I'm sure all the people buying it hate it.
There is something could be the #1 selling simply because they choose to spend a fortune on advertisement.
When's the last time? But okay, good point. When's the last time you saw Johnny Walker advertising on television? I've never seen one.
No, over here in this area they advertise.
Oh yeah, not here. Maybe I'll see it once a year, and then of course magazines you'll see it in the internet.
People are under the impression, foolishly, that because it's in front of their nose with advertisement, it must be the best,
I get that.
And they don't realize how many multitudes of small mom and pop distilleries and breweries are out there. Yeah, a certain someone, I won't mention any names, but a certain someone who wears a woodchuck pelt on his head for hair said that Johnny Walker Red was garbage. Garbage.
No,
This person has the money to buy all the high shelf, upper highfalutin booze. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Now look, I realize everything that's macro mass produced is not the greatest. I wouldn't say that McDonald's is the best hamburgers just because they have commercials all the time on television. But there's a balance. You have to have some kind of perspective. Like everything small isn't the greatest, and everything mass produced isn't the worst.
Well, it's like a father might say, "Oh, my kid just joined Little League. I got to buy him the best baseball bats from the Louisville Sluggers, the finest baseball bats." Well, yeah, because they have a huge operation with robotic computerized lathes, making the bats, banging them out. I mean, and they advertise. That doesn't mean that nobody else can make them.
Right, like Johnny Walker, 12-year age. There's probably a lot of independent Scotch companies that make really good 12-year age Scotch, but you'll never see it unless you're, rooting around in a liquor store and happen to give it a chance.
Right, like Imperial, like Imperial.
Perfect
There's an
example.
example. 12-year-old blended Scotch whiskey that's very inexpensive and tastes great. Or the Heaven Hill line,
Heaven Hill bourbons.
Heaven Hill bourbons, and but people are buying. Hey, Masumi, good morning to you from Japan. It is 8 a.m. Saturday right now in Tokyo. 8 a.m.
Now I'm going to give my score. It didn't take me long to drink it all because I mean you're only looking at 50 milliliters to start with. I think the quality level matches the price point. In other words, you're getting what you're paying for here. Now they also make a Jose Cuervo Silver that is 100% agave nectar. There's 100% agave nectar Jose Cuervo Silver. It's called the
Excuse me.
oh, that's okay, Tradicional, and it's going to cost $10, $12 more, so it's probably going to be $10, $12 better. But I'm going to say I'm going to give this a B plus, an 88 out of 100. I think it is very good. Is it better than what I'm about to show you? I don't know because I've never done a taste challenge with it, but I guess one day I might.
All right, I'm back.
I've had it happen to me where I suck it down and it chokes me.
I'm back. Oh yeah, Irish whiskey. Patties. Oh wait a minute, Patties. They don't advertise in magazines and on TV. I never see Patties, but it's a fantastic Irish whiskey.
Yep. Now, I agree. Now I'm going to go full screen for a moment. Okay,
Sure.
talking about deals, I saw this at a local store like 1 mile from my house, literally 1 mile. I can walk there in 20 minutes. I have walked there before, but I usually drive. Anyway, so I was over there and I looked in their discount. I don't know what these are called. People say a shopping cart, a buggy, a basket. I don't know what the real name is.
Shopping cart.
Yeah, I hear other people saying buggies.
Buggy.
A buggy.
I think they're buggy.
Go get a buggy because I have to go shopping. But I think a buggy is something you ride in.
A buggy is a horse-driven carriage with big, huge, skinny wheels.
Right, but I hear people calling them that. So anyway, in Louisiana, maybe that's a Louisiana expression, a buggy. Like the middle part on the interstate around here, they call it the neutral ground. The neutral ground. All right. Whereas most people say the median. But I was over there and I always glance in that discount buggy, as they call it, because I sometimes usually I don't see anything worth buying, but I'll sometimes see stuff. So I looked in there and I thought I saw the price wrong. I was like, what? I took my glasses off so I could look at it up close. I said, woof, $4.99 for a liter bottle.
Wow, what a bargain.
And it's called El Toro
Silver.
Yeah, and this brand was introduced in 1959. I know that because I found some trademark data from the United States Patent Office, and they actually had the month and the day of the year 1959 when it was given a patent. And, it says first time used in commerce. The first time it was used in commerce, they have the date and the month. All right, but that doesn't really matter. But anyway, and I looked at old advertisements for this, and it looked like they never changed the label since 1959. It looks like one of those felt Mexican posters you can buy,
Yeah.
But
Matador.
Yeah, Matador. So I bought it. I haven't tried it. It's a little different than the El Toro I bought last year, which has a little bit different writing on it, and it had me confused. So it doesn't say anywhere from Mexico. It just says premium silver. So I called the company and oh, by the way, it says we love to hear from our customers. send us an email at sazerac.com or call the 1-800 number. So I called the number, and the guy talked to me for over 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes he talked to me. He wasn't rushing me. And he said, let me look this up, El Toro. Oh, yeah. He said, okay. Oh, you're right. And then he explained to me, no, it doesn't have to say Mexico on it. He said, it doesn't have to say Mexico because tequila has to come from Mexico. It's a requirement. It's the law. So it doesn't have to say that. And then he explained some other things to me. And I have to say about Sazerac, they're very helpful. You know, when you call them, they just say, and then he was telling me about one of their distilleries that's going to stop giving tours. And then he was telling me about why they started using natural flavoring in some of their liquors. And it was really interesting. It was a very interesting conversation. So can you find good deals during this inflationary period? Well, yeah, this is an evidence.
You should ask him if he's ever tried Naked J.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that. All right, now we're going to go to James. I can put you on full screen if you'd like.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm on a drive-through theater here with the full screen. I think discount bin is pretty standard. Shopping cart, discount bin. No, a shopping cart is what you roll around while you're shopping. A discount bin is stationary.
Yeah, they actually put it in an actual cart that rolls. They just took the cart and put a sign on it that says discounted.
Yeah, I don't even know if they do bullfighting in Mexico.
Yes,
sure. They do, but they use those thoroughbred black fighting bulls that they use in Spain, the ones that are bred for that. I don't know.
No, Ronald Sutton, the worm is only used in mezcal, not tequila.
Mezcal. Okay.
Not tequila. No tequila has worms. Okay.
Well, for what it is, they better give water for free. Otherwise, I won't eat there anymore.
Well, a lot of them want to charge for bottled water.
Yeah. Well, remember, if you got a coupon, don't tell them you have a coupon until after you get the entree.
Right.
I made that mistake one time at Fridays, and I got half the portion that they normally would make. Bastards. Anyway, I'm going to give this, because I do expect quality from Johnny Walker, for 12 year. I'll give it a 97.
Wow.
I'll give it a 97 for 12 year Scotch, blended Scotch. Now this is a combination of single malt and blended, right? According to the
single malts and grain whiskey,
and grain whiskey,
like corn, you know.
So they could use other things besides barley.
Barley, right? The single malt is barley from a single distillery. And they got the smoky barley. Yeah, they got the smoky barley. They got the honey tasting barley. And then the grain alcohol usually has no flavor. It's just bulk commodity product.
I am very curious, being that you're a historian, what inspired them originally in Northern Europe to choose barley as the primary grain for not just whiskeys but beer?
I don't know. I guess it works. It's probably one of those products that's versatile. It works well. You know, it distills well, and
the fermentation process overall is very good.
It's probably real favorable towards fermentation. Now you can make corn whiskey, pure corn whiskey, but do you ever see a lot of it? No. You can make, well, the single malt barley whiskeys are now real popular. You can make all barley beer. You can make most beers in the world are blends, like the whiskey. They're blends of barley, corn, rice, or a variation of that.
Just like they can make vodka out of wheat. They can make beer out of wheat, which not the domestic wheat beer, but the German wheat beer is quite refreshing. I like it
Yeah,
very
they make wheat beers. Yep, barley
much.
beers. In Africa, down in Africa, they sell certain beers that are made out of sorghum.
That's true. Sorghum is related to millet. It's in the millet family, and it's a drought-resistant grain, and that's probably why it took so well in South Africa. Um, they grow sorghum, and I never tried sorghum beer, but what? Nobody seems Biden's first active president. Well, they should be axed. Those evil, greedy demons. What is it? What do you?
I don't agree. ExxonMobil, if y'all will listen, ExxonMobil, if you're listening, I don't agree. That's not my opinion. Okay. Remember the deal we had? Okay. Shell, remember? On your side? All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't pay our bills. They're getting richer and richer, and they don't pay their fair share in taxes. So, I mean, I have no loyalty. Look, I was a Teamster for over 10 years, so we don't we're not company people, you know. The folks I work with. But anyway, but I
Okay.
just wish we were old-fashioned Teamsters, you know, like breaking a few legs here and there.
Yes. I won't say a word about that because I'll start off. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, well, now everybody's talking about political stuff. This video that we're making today is really about liquor.
It's about liquor and liqueur, people.
All right. Now, what the hell?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Little Dickel, Tabasco. It's going down too. Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie. He drank the Tabasco and started to cry.
Now, this, I want to research the Louisiana hot sauce, which is like the inferior rival of Tabasco. I want to see if they have any good photos on their website or anybody else about their Tabasco production. Because the Louisiana hot sauce brand is becoming really big now. And some people claim it's better than Tabasco, although it's only like a third of the price. And I know that Louisiana brand was started by a man who got fired from Tabasco. And he was like, okay, no problem. But he had all the recipes in his mind.
How far is the ferry boat ride from mainland Louisiana to Avery Island, where they grow the
Probably like 0.3 of a mile or something like that.
Oh, so it's close.
Oh yeah,
It's close.
In the middle of the swamp. Yeah, it's in the middle of the swamp. Now, I mean, when you go out there, you think, is this the right road?
Wait a minute. It's called Avery Island, but it's not like way out in the Gulf of Mexico. It's like
no, it's in the swamps in southwest Louisiana. It's not far from the Gulf now. It's not far. If you look at an overhead map, it's really not far from the Gulf. But it's in the inland, and it's a very deep, swampy forest, and it's a nature reserve. The people that own the company like birds and everything, so they
alligators.
Yeah, so there's the Tabasco.
There it is. And they probably have all the oak barrels for fermenting the Tabasco sauce.
They lent their Tabasco oak barrels to George Dickel Company in Tullahoma, Tennessee, and they aged the Tennessee whiskey in the Tabasco barrels, and it took on the Tabasco juice.
Oh, so they don't put a percentage of Tabasco sauce in the whiskey. They just simply use the Tabasco barrels.
Yeah, because it says George Dickel Tabasco barrel finish.
Oh, okay, got you.
It says made with whiskey, distilled and charcoal mellowed in Tennessee, blended with aged Tabasco. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're on the right track. Aged with Tabasco pepper mash and the essence of Tabasco. Okay, well, so they do add it. All right, well, that's why it tastes so Tabasco-ish.
Now, is mash made from corn, like as in sour mash?
Well, what they mean is, like they take the peppers and they crush them all up and get all the
Oh,
juice out.
they mash. I literally mash it.
Yeah, instead of throwing it out, they send it to Tullahoma, Tennessee, and they let the whiskey soak in it, and it's going to take on some of that. So
that's interesting.
I don't think they're going to make it anymore. I think this is being phased out. If you look at the George Dickel website now, they don't list it as one of their products. You can still find it on their locator tool. Their contract probably ended, and now because I know Tabasco did it with Southern Comfort. When the Southern Comfort contract ended, then they collaborated with Dickel, and now maybe they'll do it with somebody else now. Okay, so going on, feel free to talk. I don't really have too much left to say.
No, I mean, I got some, I got some good topics for Sunday. And let's put it this way: don't get too excited, folks, in the high technology invention of a car that drives itself. Okay, don't get too enthusiastic over that, because the news is out and the track record is not good for the automatic pilot electric vehicle.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason.
What?
He said, "Happy early Father's Day, Jay."
Early Father's Day. Yeah, my father passed away 10 years before I was told he passed away.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I heard that story. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Well, I'm not a father, not that I know of. You're a father. You have one daughter, right?
Yep.
Right.
So far.
Jason's a father. There's a lot of fathers out there. They don't pay a lot of attention to Father's Day like they do Mother's Day.
Oh, they go on and on about that.
Yeah, because like my grandmother used to say, anybody could be a father. That's easy. But a mother is only one mother. Now sometimes the mother ends up being insane and very dysfunctional and with addictions and
yeah. Look at Norman Bates' mother.
There you go. But I mean, a normal mother from a decent family is with maternal instincts and old school upbringing. In other words, she knows how to clean. She knows how to do laundry. She knows how to cook. Good, not like Peggy Bundy on Married with Children. Good cooking. The whole thing. But there's a but. If you have a woman, a mother, who has all those talents, there's a good chance she's not too good looking. Usually women that are super dynamic with talent, they're not easy on the eyeball, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's a trade-off, I guess.
But that's how it goes. Ronnie Simpson's laughing.
All right, now, so James has his Sunday
I got
show.
Sunday progressive discussion, right? 3 p.m. Eastern time. 3 to 4 serious topics after 4 open topic. And Ronald has Dawn Buster's Taste Challenge tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, actually, I got 2 Scotch whiskeys, and I'm getting tired of Scotch, but Ronnie,
He's right. Usually you're tired of Scotch. You should get tired of malt liquor too.
well, that's
How many
just kind of
weeks
a
have
fun thing. You know, I am. We're gonna close the malt liquor out, but I don't know what we're gonna do for other topics. I mean, it might be a lot of stuff that you may not want to do. I don't know. I just got to think of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I just think of things. Now Jean Pierre likes the malt liquors, and so does a few other people. I have a wine, a Madeira wine from Taylor. So I know one of the upcoming topics is going to be Taylor dessert wines. Taylor dessert wines. So folks, get ready. That's going to be a great one, and I got a great deal on it. I hate to keep saying that, but I got Taylor Madeira wine, full size bottle, 18% alcohol, and I paid $4.99, and you heard it here.
Besides the $4 for the Toro, $4.99 for the Taylor Madeira, right? Was it
Say
Madeira?
that again.
Taylor Madeira for $4.99.
Taylor Madeira. I meant to say Taylor Madeira.
Madeira, yeah. Is that women do not feel loved the way men do? Nah, they feel loved differently. Men are very yeah. Remember that movie Quest for Fire with the caveman, and the caveman ran up to the woman by the side of the babbling brook. Well, that pretty much sums up man's love. A local. I like malt liquor, but I don't have access to many of the ones you get. Malt liquor. You like that? That's kind of a. But anyway,
Oh, James, we enjoy it. But anyway, next Wednesday is, for instance, a malt liquor that I know James won't be on it, but he did a good presentation of his craft beer that I never heard of Wednesday, but I knew it was good. But and actually Wednesday they all did beers I never heard of. I told Eric, I said I never had any of these beers.
oh, the Brooklyn Brewery double hazy IPA.
I never heard of it.
Double IPA.
Yeah,
I have another craft beer that I never had before. I try to get things I never had before. But what you could do is next time you mosey on through the liquor store by you, every one of them, you can look and see if there's any beers, ales, stouts, porter, whatever that you never had before. And then you can say, oh, that could be a theme. And that could be a theme.
Well, yeah, I could do that. Let's see. So we got King Cobra coming up next Wednesday. We could do themes. I'm going to do style themes for sure coming up. We got King Cobra premium malt liquor. It's premium. It's not just regular old malt. And we got Budweiser at the end of the month. I know James will be here for that because that's his favorite mass-produced conglomerate company.
Yeah, that calls himself the king.
King of beers. Then we have Joker's Wild Wednesday on July 6th.
Oh, after the Fourth of July weekend.
Yeah,
Wild.
And then July 13th, we got Natty Daddy. And after that, I have no themes, so I have nothing. I guess I'll do that. Taylor Dessert Wines. Is that enough time for you to get some July 20th?
In other words, any Taylor dessert wine.
The Marsala, the Madeira, the tawny port, the port, the sherry, the cream sherry, the sherry excellent for cooking, the Taylor dry sherry, any of them.
Yeah, and Never, people, never ever buy cooking wine from a market that says cooking wine on the label.
unless you're gonna cook.
Well, the read the ingredients. I
Oh
think
yeah,
there's a lot of sodium, and
yeah. Well, it's made for that. It's made that way. But the Taylor Sherry Excellent for cooking is there's no salt in it. It's just a sherry that's made for cooking with
for
sherry.
cooking. And marsala is excellent for cooking. You can make chicken breast marsala, veal marsala. I don't know how many meats you can be that can be used, but if you have, I'm not sure if anybody ever used beef with marsala, but it's very tasty after it's cooked and made into a gravy with mushrooms.
You know what I used it in? It's gonna
But
sound ridiculous. I had some fried eggs with sausage, and I put the marsala in that. It made it taste really good.
oh, I believe it. A sausage. I really miss. I don't know why the. I don't know why
Yes, Hector.
why they only have the. I like to use the really big fat sausages for breakfast, not the skinny breakfast. Oh, the breakfast sausages are always like real skinny. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It's not enough for me. So I would get like a smoked like an applewood smoked sausage, or like a something like a knockwurst, or I don't know why they only sell the Irish banger sausages for St. Patrick's Day, because they have a really nice flavor. They really are
Yeah.
great. But the Cajun flavor, the andouilles, they
Yeah.
make it
Oh,
excellent.
I'll show you something real fast. Yeah, we still get Old English malt liquor, y'all. We did an examination of it. Hold on, let me show y'all what I got. I hate to keep saying, "Oh, I got a deal," but I did get a deal. Okay, hold on.
No, rub it in, rub it in. I love it. Wilbur.
Okay, so I,
My
I
God.
was at a local grocery store, and this is a company from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Red Stick, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I'm gonna blow James up in a minute when he does the closeout,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not gonna forget this time. But James is my producer; he's got to remind me. All right, this is called Manda
Amanda cheddar,
cheddar sausage. I got one
reduced
left.
reduced cheddar sausage.
Well, they had the date was bad on it,
Oh, it's on sale. All right,
so
Amanda
it's
cheddar.
from Manda Fine Meat smoked sausage made with cheddar, and this company's been around since 1947 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links, and I got it for
$1.99. Oh my goodness!
so I went to that same store 2 days ago.
That would make a great breakfast sausage link. Those,
Oh boy, you better believe it.
those
I
chubby,
went to that same
chubby,
store.
chubby cheddar.
Went to that same store 2 days ago, and they had this. And this is from Church Point, Louisiana. Church Point, Louisiana. I'm not sure where that is. It's somewhere out in the country. Church Point. It says, as Cajun as it comes. How would you pronounce this name?
Well, hold on. Richard's hoghead cheese, hot hoghead cheese sliced.
Yeah,
Richard.
but they pronounce it Richards.
Oh, Richard. The French way. Wow, look at that. Hot, spicy hoghead cheese. Look at that. It always looks like the Seuss or the South.
Yeah, they had that in Alabama. When I went to Alabama yesterday, they had it looked like hoghead cheese to me. They were calling it Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Do they have scrapple? Do they sell scrapple in Louisiana?
I never seen it. But this hogshead cheese, after tax,
$2.29, $2.39 after tax, $2.39.
that's a deal. And I'll tell y'all think, oh, now most people I know, if it's past the date, they won't eat it. They will say, oh no. But look, y'all, it's June 20th. The date is June 20th. It's not going to be bad, okay?
Listen, with all the salt they put in any processed meat, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you.
So I have been shopping for bargains with this inflation going on.
All right. Now, also, some of those items, some of those great bargains can be frozen.
Yes.
Not everything can be frozen. Like, in other words, vegetables, for some reason, when I get fresh veggies of any kind, like for instance, when I got 3 bags of coleslaw mix, it was red and green or white cabbage shredded with carrots. I put it in the freezer. I defrost it. What do I find? It's all soggy. But it wasn't a total loss because between the vinegar and the mayonnaise, mixing it up, it was palatable. But I like crunchy, home style coleslaw. Now, not everything can be frozen. Usually veggies don't freeze that well, but of course the meat does. Now, if you see a big sale, like for instance, a few days ago, there was a sale on nice meaty, plump chicken parts, no antibiotics, no hormones, free range chicken. I bought a lot of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I separated them and put them in the freezer. I wrapped them up and they go right in the freezer.
And I froze a half a pound of hogshead cheese, and when I let it thaw out, it was perfect. Now I got that at Wayne Jacobs. I have to show you this real fast. Talking about that local store, these things sell for $12, $13, $14 a bottle, but they have been offering these for $6.99. Well, $7 is half of 14. And I saw this, and I had to buy it because it's made with fresh dairy cream, premium rum, natural coffee, cocoa, and vanilla, and it is 25% alcohol. It says serve chilled on the rocks or blended with ice. And it is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a company that was established in 1884, I think. All right.
I know what this is. Is that the one that was nauseatingly sweet or no?
No, I never tried this. This is
you haven't had it before. Bartender's quick kick ass, best ever kick ass mud slide, ready to drink.
This will be what we're going to do in July. So I'm excited. And this is the same company that makes Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog. All right. Now,
is there enough booze in there for you to freeze that bottle? Like, is there enough alcohol content to keep that from bursting or?
Well, it's 25. It's 25 proof. It's only 12.5% alcohol. I'd be a little nervous.
No, don't freeze it.
If it was 25%, I wouldn't mean it. All right, now James is going to close us out with a musical accompaniment.
Yes, because I'm getting hungry. We had a good, robust show.
I liked it.
Even though, there's no aggravation. It's nice and relaxing. You don't have the switchboard operator go. Like
no drama llamas.
Yeah, like Eric has all those people flip flopping around like he's playing cards. Anyway, no, of course they're not the same thing, but I love them both. I love them both. Aldi's has a good scrapple. People, if you have an Aldi's market. Anyway,
Aldi's. They're building one a half a mile from me. It's under construction as we speak.
they have they have a good scrapple. They have a very good low priced corned beef hash. They have the Aldi's brand of Spam, which is imported from Denmark. Great ingredients.
Your Facebook group better get ready because I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
numerous amount of photos coming up.
Low price. They have German sausages. You know what they are. They have German sauerkraut, stone ground mustards, Bavarian this, Bavarian that. They have Black Angus beef frankfurters. You know, that's
I can't wait for Aldi.
it reminds me of this broad certified podiatrist, Dr. Frank Footer.
Oh,
Anyway,
right, fresh butter.
Frank Footer. All right. Robert E. Lee. So long, everybody.
Y'all take care and come on back now. You hear?
Yes. Fandango fools.